Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Let's just get right into the beer. So this is from Boulevard Brewing Company, Maple Mood Barrel Aged Imperial Stout, aged on maple syrup. Limited release from 2022. Doesn't say much about it on the bottle, other than it's 12.5 ABV, and it looks like it was bottled in October of last year. So let's get into the Spiegel Stout glass here. What's nice is that you can pour a 12-ounce bottle into a 16-ounce glass pretty aggressively. You don't have to worry about it foaming over, but yeah, you can see it's just straight up brown foam and black body. It's camouflage, literally camouflage with my shirt. So let's dive in with the aroma. Yeah, that is just straight up like black licorice. Black licorice, like almost like a cherry or plum puree, like those dark red fruits, like as if they're like super concentrated. I do get a vanilla kind of aroma. I mean, it's probably from the barrel. See, they just say barrel. It doesn't say if it's bourbon barrel or what. And it also says on maple syrup. Yeah, but to me, this just smells like a really, really intense imperial stout. It doesn't really have a whole lot of barrel character, and disappointingly, not really much in the way of maple. But I mean, it smells like a really good imperial stout. I will say that. All right, so let's dive in here. Cheers. All right, so I think I know what the thing with the maple syrup is. And that maple syrup is giving it a super smooth and even fuller body. Because as soon as it hit my lips and tongue and all that, it was just like super, almost like syrupy kind of texture. I don't really taste maple syrup until the aftertaste. So up front, like I said on the aroma, like big black licorice, dark fruits, and then coming through the middle, big vanilla, a woody character, alcohol, obviously it's 12.5, and then in the aftertaste, that's when I get the maple syrup. That alcohol is pretty strong. That 12.5 actually kind of clears the sinuses a little as I exhale. But the palate it's actually not quite as complex as I was hoping for. I think Goose Island Bourbon County is a lot more complex than this. This to me just strikes me as, if you, and I don't want to say this like as a criticism. It strikes me as like just an imperial stout. Like you ever had Samuel Smith's imperial stout or like Sierra Nevada Narwhal, something like that, where there's no coffee, bourbon character, or nothing, just straight up imperial stout. That's what's mostly happening here, and it's fine as that. But they are marketing this as a barrel age and maple syrup age, so I feel like there's a little bit missing, at least from a consumer point of view. Yeah, but I will say it is quite sweet, and it's getting sweeter. Each sip is getting sweeter than the one before it. Definitely a vanilla kind of flavor, but I mean, I have a feeling like a lot of that sweetness is coming from the maple syrup. I mean, it really lingers in the aftertaste. I will say I'm not getting any whiskey or bourbon or like spirit kind of taste. It's just and it's actually more vanilla than straight up wood. I mean, wood and vanilla are very similar. And also with the maple syrup, it's enhancing that sweet flavor for sure. I will say the alcohol is it's pretty clean. I mean, you're definitely gonna notice it. It's 12.5, but it's not burning. It's not fusel. That is one thing that I'm not a huge fan of CBS when it's fresh, when right off the bottling line. It is super fusel. If you let that age for a year or two, it gets really clean. And this one is already pretty clean alcohol. I would not. I mean, obviously you can see the super dark malt, but I would not actually say I'm getting like a super roasted malt on here. No coffee. It's almost more like an imperial porter because it's more fruity than roasty. So yeah, it's tasty. It's sweet, but it's kind of simple. And it's bordering on being like kind of like a novelty beer. I forget how much I paid for this. I mean, that's the thing about Boulevard, and why you might have noticed that if you've been watching this channel last year or two, I've been reviewing a lot of Boulevard beers, is because I can get them at Total Wine fairly cheap. I believe this is only like $4.99. I mean, $4.99 for 12.5 ABV beer. That's a pretty good deal. And I will say, like, two of the best beers I had last year were from Boulevard. That hybrid barrel aged barley wine and imperial stout blend that they did, and then the 5 bourbon barrel imperial stout. That one was great too. This one's good. It's not great. I will say, as it's warming up now, I'm getting like a little bit more of like an authentic fruity flavor. Just this strikes me as very, very cherry. So cherry, black licorice, maple syrup, vanilla. Really tasty. This would be a great dessert beer. I think I would drink this as a dessert beer. I mean, this is definitely strong enough that it's going to stand up to steak or brisket or something like that. But I would want to savor the flavor and do this as it's a liquid dessert in and of itself. So Leo says, hi, you want some beer? Get that away from me. All right, so as far as the rating for the Maplewood, like I said, it's good. If you have a sweet tooth, you're really going to like this. And I usually do like sweet beers, as long as like they're supposed to be sweet, which this is, obviously. But this, to me, it strikes me as, you know, kind of riding a bandwagon and borderline novelty beer. It is tasty, but it's also simple. So I am going to go, I think 3.5, maybe 3.75 for the Boulevard Maplewood. You know, it's fun, it's tasty. I'm glad I bought it, but I wouldn't be in a rush to go buy this again. I would definitely buy Bourbon County over this, even though Bourbon County's like probably triple the price as this beer. But yeah, all right. So if you watch all the way to the end, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.